Welcome and belong to today's Vinyasa Flow, Unleash and Play. As we start to reconnect, to reunite with the breath, marrying the breath with movement, we'll just flow through our postures. In today's practice, we'll utilize the Ujjayi Breath. So like you said, sit down, crossing your legs, sitting up high. So lengthening through the crown, roll the shoulders up, back and down, bring the wrists onto the knees, thumb and index finger together. So as you inhale through the nostrils, you release a sigh on the exhalation. Inhale through the nostrils, allowing the abdomen to rise. As you exhale, the navel sinks towards the spine and you release an audible sigh, like a sigh of relief. Inhale, exhale, as if you're letting go of all of the stresses and strains and concerns of the world. Inhale, exhale. Now in order to utilize this Ujjayi breath, we close the mouth, we squeeze the throat or the glottis slightly, and as we inhale, we allow, we create a small smile on our face, we allow the air, the prana to circulate in our throat. It will create like a rustling of leaves sound or the sound of gentle waves. Throughout today's practice, I just like to focus on this breath. When fatigue bites you or grabs you, just bring your attention back to the breath. And this rushing C sound that you're making in the middle of your throat. When we follow the breath in this manner, it quietens down the mind and brings us into the present moment when we bear witness to the breath. So this is how you become present. Okay, good. So from here, we're simply going to start our practice, we'll start with 3 ohms. So as we inhale, as we inhale, good. So as we inhale, we're going to raise our arms in line with the breath. So we breathe and then we move. Inhale, raise the palms up. Exhale, bring them down. Inhale, raise the palms up. Exhale, bring them down. Inhale, raise the palms up. Exhale, bring them down. So we're starting to flow with the breath. Raise the palms up. Exhale, forward fold. Pivoting from the hips, bring the palms down to the earth. You can rock from side to side if you wish. Relax the shoulders, chin to chest. Inhale, raise the palms up. Exhale, release the palms down to the sides. So as we inhale, we're going to raise our right palm up. Walk the fingers out on the left hand, gentle side bend. Just to start to warm up the spine. Inhale, come back up to center. Exhale, release. Inhale, raise the left palm up. Exhale, gentle side bend. As you inhale, raise that left palm up. Exhale, release it down to the floor. Take your right palm, put it onto the left knee, the left palm behind you as you lengthen through the crown. You're going to exhale, rotate to turn to look over your left shoulder. Relax the neck, relax the jaw. Try not to create any tension in the body. As you inhale, come back to center. Left palm onto the right knee, right palm behind you to support you. Exhale, rotate from the lower spine, open up the chest, look over your shoulder. Releasing any tension you're holding in your neck. Inhale, come back to center. Good. So what we're going to do now, we're going to bring the soles of the feet together. We're just going to allow the knees to bounce out to the sides, little butterflies. Bring your knees together. Extend the feet down to the floor, out in front of you. So you're going to point your toes. You're going to point your toes away from you. Inhale, point them towards you. Exhale, point them away from you. Inhale, point them towards you. Exhale, point them away from you. Inhale, point them towards you. Good. So you're going to come up onto all fours. Palms in line with your shoulders. Knees in line with your hips. We're going to do a few cat-cows, alright? So as you exhale, you're going to tilt your pelvis, soften the shoulders, chin to chest. Inhale, reversing the flow. Allow the crown to look up. Take the tailbone towards the ceiling. Exhale, tilt the pelvis, soften the shoulders, chin to chest. Inhale, rock forwards, bring the shoulder blades together, take the gaze to the tip of the nose, tailbone points up towards the ceiling. Good. As you exhale, you're going to come down into an embryo. So you're going to allow your glutes to come down onto your heels, and you're going to bring your forehead onto the floor, bring your palms in line with your feet. And allow the trapezius, your shoulders just to open out. Flop out. Good. We're going to come up onto our knees. Raise the palms up above your crown. Lengthen through the palms. Exhale, allow the crown to fall backwards. Gentle back bend. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, release the palms down to the sides of your thighs. Roll the toes under. You're going to exhale, allow the hips to rise. As you come into your first downward facing dog. Press. Come up onto the tips of the toes. Exhale, allow the heels to fall. You're going to step your left foot forward, step the right foot forward. Place the palms onto the shins, inhale, lengthen, lift up through the heart center. Exhale, fold forward, inhale, raise the palms up, come up to standing. Raise the palms above the crown. Bring your palms into prayer position. Exhale, bring the palms down towards your heart center. Release the palms to the sides. Okay. So we're going to warm up the spine. So inhale, raise the palms up halfway. Exhale, forward fold, swan dive. Exhale, place the palms onto the floor or the shins. Inhale, lengthen, lift up toward the crown. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, mark up bend the knees. Raise the palms up above the crown. Take the gaze from your palms into prayer position. Take the gaze to the palms. Inhale, bring the crown back to center. Exhale, bring the palms down towards the heart center. Release the palms to the sides. Great. Alright, come to the front of the mat. Feet 2 feet apart. Before we do that, actually, come to the center of your mat. Raise both palms up. Exhale, gentle side bend. So we're going to pivot over to the left. Alright, so. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, pivot over to the left. Inhale, come back to center. Pivot to the back, gentle back bend. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, forward fold. Palms into the shins. Inhale, lift up through the heart center. Exhale, forward fold.
hold on to your elbows, ragdoll. Just gently rock from side to side. Release the palms, place the palms onto the waist, chin to chest, inhale, come up to standing.
Roll the shoulders up, back and down. Release the palms, lengthen through the fingertips, lengthen through the crown. As you take Tadasana, mountain pose, so big toes together. Squeeze the glutes, draw up the pelvic floor, join the navel. Roll the shoulders up, back and down, lengthen through the palms and lengthen through the crown, so opposing forces. Take the gaze to the tip of your nose. Exhale, soften the outsides, come to the front of the mat. Feet 2 feet apart or hip width distance apart. As you inhale, raise the palms up, Surya Namaskara A. Take the gaze to the palms. Exhale, forward fold. As you pivot from the hips, place your palms in line with Gevda or in line with your toes. You're going to step back with your right foot into a high plank. Step back with the right foot, left leg coming into a high plank. Squeeze your hammies and join the navel. Exhale, release yourself down to get or the earth. Baby plank or low plank. Exhale, coming down onto the abdomen. Point the toes. Keep the palms where they are, elbows tucked in the torso. Inhale, squeeze the glutes, lift up through your heart center. Take the gaze to the tip of your nose. Exhale, coming down, coming up onto your knees, rolling the toes under. As you exhale, allow the hips to rise. We're going to hold this for a count of 5 breaths. In Vinyasa, when we're in Vinyasa mode, the movement is fluid and creates a unique balance between strength and flexibility, movement and stillness. Keep the momentum with the Ujjayi breath and bring your attention to that anytime your mind wanders. As you inhale, micro bend the knees, step the left foot forwards, right foot forwards. Place the palms onto the shins. Inhale, lift up through the heart center. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, raise the palms up, come up to standing. Take your gaze to the palms, palms into prayer position above your crown. Exhale, bring it down towards your heart center. Release the palms down to the sides of your waist. Inhale, raise the palms up. Exhale, forward fold. Palms onto the shins. Inhale, lift up through the heart center. Exhale, placing the palms onto the floor, stepping back into a high plank. If you cannot manage the high plank, you can come down onto your knees. Absolutely fine. Exhale, come down, low plank. Elbows tucked into the torso, lower your torso down to the floor. Point the toes, big toes together. Inhale, lift up through the heart center. Take the gaze to the tip of the nose. Exhale, coming down. As you roll up onto your knees, roll the toes under. Exhale, allow the hips to rise. I'm going to hold this for a count of 5 breaths. So press back through the shins, thigh bones. Take the gaze to the nose, the toes, the knees or the navel. As you push away the floor from you with your palms. Keep your focus on the breath. As you inhale, micro bend the knees. Step that left foot forwards, the right foot forwards. Place the palms onto the shins. Inhale, lengthen through the heart center. Exhale, forward fold. As you inhale, sweep the palms up. All the way up to the sky. Take the gaze to the palms. Palms into prayer position. Exhale, bring the palms down towards the heart center. Release the palms down to the sides. Inhale, sweep the palms up. Exhale, forward fold. Palms onto the shins. Inhale, lengthen through the heart center. Exhale, fold. Place the palms onto the floor. Step back, high plank. As you exhale, lower yourself down, low plank. Lower yourself down onto abdomen, point the toes. Inhale, lift up through the heart center, come up. Looking at the tip of the nose, exhale. Coming down onto the earth. Roll up onto knees, roll the toes under. Exhale, allow the hips to rise. Hold this for a count of 5 breaths. Allow the tailbone to lengthen, pulling up towards the back wall. Wherever you're feeling any pressure or tension, focus your attention on that part of your body and send the energy there. As you push away the earth with your palms. You're going to micro bend the knees. Inhale, giant step forward your left foot, your right foot. Place the palms onto the shins. Inhale, lift up through the heart center. Exhale, forward folds. Inhale, raise the palms up. All the way up to nut or the sky. Take the gaze to the palms. Palms into prayer position. As you lengthen, exhale, release the palms down towards your heart center. Release the palms down to the sides. Good. Surya Namaskara A. This is Surya Namaskara B. When we use this Ujjayi Breath, it creates an internal heat, so you should start to feel warm now, and your joints start to feel lubricated. So feet 2 feet apart. As you inhale, you're going to micro bend the knees, sitting back into your sit bone, raising the palms up, tucking in the pelvis, curling under the tailbone, drawing in the navel. Bring the shoulder blades together. Take the gaze to the thumbs. As you exhale, you're going to forward fold, melting from the hips, palms onto the shins. Inhale, lift up halfway. Creep your back nice and long. Exhale, place the palms onto the floor, stepping back into a high plank. Remember, you always have the option. If you can't manage the high plank, as it is, come down onto your knees. As you exhale, lower yourself down halfway, pointing those toes. Come down onto your abdomen, inhale, lift, roll up, lifting up the sternum, keeping the pelvis on the floor, coming to a full cobra, so roll the shoulders up, back and down. Take the gaze to the tip of the nose. As you inhale, reversing flow, so it's the abdomen, chest, chin. Roll the toes under, exhale, allow the hips to rise. As you inhale, you're going to raise your right foot up. You're going to step it through the palms. The left foot's going to turn out 45 degrees. As we inhale, we're going to rise into our warrior one. Sitting into your sit bone, that right knee's bent. Extend through the palms. As you inhale, you're going to frame that right foot, stepping back into a downward facing dog. And as you inhale, you're going to flow through your palms. So it's going to be a chin, chest, abdomen. And as you exhale, come up into cobra. Roll the shoulders up, back and down. Reversing the flow, abdomen, chest, chin. Roll back onto your knees. Roll the toes under, exhale. Roll back into a downward facing dog. Otherwise known as pyramid in some practices. As you inhale, step up. Raise that left leg. Step it through. Right foot turns out 45 degrees. As you inhale, raise the palms up. Come up into warrior one. As you exhale, forward fold. Place the palms onto the floor, stepping back into a high plank. As you inhale, chin, chest, abdomen. As you flow through your palms, taking the gaze to move. As you inhale, reversing flow, abdomen, chest, chin. Roll the toes under. Exhale, allow the hips to rise. Holding this for a count of 5 breaths, maintaining the Ujjayi Breath. As you inhale, micro bend the knees, stepping the left foot forwards, right foot forwards, palms onto the shins. Inhale, lift up, lengthen halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, keep the knees bent, pelvis sits back, raise the palms up. Tucking the tailbone. Drawing the navel, roll the shoulders together. Take the gaze to the thumbs. Inhale, come up to standing. Palms together to prayer position. Exhale, bring the palms down towards your heart center. Release the palms down to the sides of the waist. Woo, nice. Okay, so that was Surya Namaskara B. So we're going to go into our standing section. So come to the front of your mat. You can bring your feet together, boot toes together if you're able, or just keep your feet in line with your hips. Roll the shoulders up, back and down. Reach down through the palms, lengthen through the crown. Tadasana. Bring your palms together. Thumbs point touching your heart center. Take the gaze to the tip of the nose. Exhale, release the palms down to the waist. So you're going to inhale, bending the knees. Pelvis sits back, raising the palms. Utkatasana. So raise the palms up, tucking the tailbone in, drawing the navel in. Roll the shoulders up, shoulder blades up, back and down, shoulder blades meet. Take the palms, take the gaze to the palms. Or the thumbs even. And as you exhale, you can hold that for 5. So that's 3, 2, keep with the Ujjayi Breath. 1. Exhale, release the palms, so the palms are parallel to the floor. You sit back into it even further. As you inhale, come up to standing. Raise the palms all the way up. Exhale, forward fold. From the hips, you're going to hold on to your big toes with your peace fingers. As you exhale, you're going to lengthen through the sit bones. Allow the elbows to bow out towards the sides. Hold it for a count of 5. Inhale, lengthen, lift up the crown, lift up the feet, place the palms underneath your feet. So your big toe is touching your wrist. Inhale, lengthen through the crown, exhale, forward fold. Elbows bow out. As you inhale, lengthen through the crown, lift up the feet. Release the palms, place the palms onto the waist, chin to chest. Inhale, come up to standing, rooting down through the soles of the feet. Good, so we're going to take Trikonasana, so feet slightly wider and shoulders width apart. Right foot turns out 90 degrees. Left foot turns in 45 degrees. You're going to raise the palm. Exhale, release. Raise the palm, take the gaze to the right palm. You're going to reach out to the right side. And you're going to exhale, bring the right palm onto the right shin. Stacking the shoulders. Inhale, coming up. Good. Reach over to the right again, exhale. Place that right palm onto the right shin. Make sure that the shoulders are stacked. And if you're able, you can exhale, take the gaze to the left palm. As you inhale, come back up. Release the palms, open them out. Inhale, reach across to the right. Exhale, bring that right palm down to the right shin. Take the gaze to the left palm. As you exhale, take the gaze to the right palm. Michael, bend that knee, allow gravity to push it up and away. Right foot pivots inwards, palms cross in front of your heart center. Left foot pivots outwards 90 degrees. Right foot pivots in 45 degrees. Take the gaze to the left palm. As you inhale, reach across. Bring that left palm down to the left shin. Stacking the shoulders. As you inhale, coming up. Exhale, pivot. Take the gaze to the right palm if you're able. Exhale, rotate, turn into the left foot. Micro bend the left knee, push yourself up and away. One more time. Inhale, reach across the left palm. Exhale, left palm down to the left shin. Remember to stack the shoulders. Exhale, take the gaze to the right palm. Exhale, release. Micro bend the left knee, taking the gaze to the left foot. Allow gravity to push it up and away. Pivot to the center. Raise the palms up. Inhale up, exhale down. So inhale up, bring the palms all the way up to touch. Exhale, bring them down. Inhale, raise the palms up. Allow the palms to touch. Exhale, bring them down. Good. Keep the palms parallel to the floor. Right foot turns in, 45 degrees. Left foot is out edge of the left foot is in line with the out edge of the mat. So we're going to just exhale, pivot onto that right knee. Bending the right knee, inhale, coming up. Exhale, bend the right knee, inhale, coming up. Good. Inhale, bending that right knee. Exhale, bend the right knee, inhale, coming up. Okay, good. Inhale, bend that right knee. Now we're going to inhale. Exhale, coming backwards, inhale, forwards. Oblique warm-ups. Inhale, come backwards, exhale, going forwards. Inhale, come backwards, exhale, going forwards. Inhale, come backwards, exhale, going forwards. Inhale, come back to center. Straighten that right knee. Toe pivot, right foot pivots inwards, palms cross. Left foot pivots out. Bending that left knee. Vada Bandhasana 2, Warrior 2. So, bending that right knee, inhale, coming up. Exhale as you pivot, inhale, coming up. Exhale as you pivot, inhale, coming up. Inhale, exhale as you pivot, exhale, come backwards, inhale, coming forwards. 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 As you inhale, come back up. Straighten that right and left knee. Pivot the left foot inwards. Palms cross in front of you. Inhale, raise the palms up. Palms touch. Exhale, release the palms to your waist. Allow the toes to turn inwards. As you lengthen, lifting up through the crown. Take the gaze to the ceiling or the sky. Palms onto the waist. Exhale, forward fold. As you pivot from the hips, place the palms onto the floor. Soften the shoulders, chin to chest. You're going to create even balance between your big toe and your heels. Allow the tailbone to press up towards the sky. Your right palm's onto the floor in front of you. You're going to take your left palm all the way up to the sky. Release that left palm down. Raise that right palm up. Take your gaze to that right palm. Exhale, bring that right palm down. Place the palms onto your ankles. Bring your chin to your chest. Inhale, come up to center. Place the palms onto the waist, chin to chest. Come up to standing. Walk the feet in. Heel, toe, heel, toe, heel, toe, heel, toe, heel, toe, heel, toe, heel, toe. Good. Roll the shoulders up, back and down 3 times. Shoulders forward 3 times. Good. And rotate our hips. Inhale forwards, exhale backwards. Shake it out a little. Switching to the opposite side. As you inhale, bending the knees, come back to center. Exhale, release the palms. Palms in line with the waist. Okay, let's pull down the heavens. As you exhale, you come down, palms touch the floor, raising the energy up. So we're changing our energetic signature, getting rid of that stagnant chi.